Namaste, my dear yoga friends. Welcome back. I hope you're all still doing well and hanging in and looking forward to level 3 and hopefully to be back to normal very soon so that we can meet in person again. So let's begin. You can sit on your mat, you can cross your legs, you can rest your palms on your knees. Or if you like, you can bring your fingers into Gyan Mudra, thumb and forefinger touching, and just closing your eyes for a moment. You can bring your awareness from the outside to the inside. You can scan your body. Notice if there are tensions anywhere today. Physical, emotional, mental. Simply observing without analyzing or judging. Bring your awareness to your breath. Feel the breath move through the body, in and out through the nostrils, down into the belly. And as you inhale, feel the belly lift and rise. Feel the ribcage expand up and out. And as you exhale, feel the ribs sinking back in and down. And then the navel draws back in. And then you can start to lengthen your breath, inhaling deeply, deep down into the belly. And as you exhale, let go of all the tensions in the body. Again, inhaling deeply, deep down into the belly. And as you exhale, soften the forehead, the space between the eyebrows. Soften the shoulders down and away from your ears. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, let go of all the tensions in the body. You can add this sound to the breath at the back of the throat, gently contracting the back of the throat, adding that hissing wave-like sound. And let's begin with a few rounds of deep equal breathing. Inhaling. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. A few more rounds like these at your own pace with your own breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Continue breathing like this. You can open your eyes. With your next inhale, sweep your arms high, palms touching, look up to your hands. And exhale, sweeping them down. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, sweeping them down. Inhale, reach them up. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms up towards the ceiling, a nice shoulder stretch. Keep reaching your thumbs up towards the ceiling, but soften the shoulders away from your ears. Gently draw your lower ribs in. Keep your head straight and soft. Neck is soft. And then exhale, release, sweep the arms down. Bring that right palm out to the side. Reach up with your left hand, lengthen in here. Exhale, sweep it up and over. Feel that stretch on your left side. Exhale, come back to the center, other side. Reach up with your right hand, inhale. Exhale, sweep it up and over. And exhale, come back to the center. Walk the palms forward, stretch into your hips. Inhale, lift your head. Exhale, walk the palms back. Come forward onto your palms and knees. Knees hip distance apart, palms shoulder distance apart. Spread the fingers wide. With your inhale, lift the head, lift the tailbone, arch the spine, scoop the chest up and forward through your armpits. Exhale, round the spine, press it up towards the ceiling, tuck the chin to the chest, tuck the tailbone under. Inhale, arching the spine, lift the head, lift the tailbone. Exhale, rounding the spine. A few more times at your own pace with your own breaths. And exhale, come back to the center. Tuck all 10 toes under. You can use your hands to have a little bit of space between each toe and also to bring each toe in contact with the mat. It's a nice little toe stretch. You can stay right here if this feels already quite intense, or you can sit back all the way up onto your heels. Feel that stretch in your toes, the soles of your feet. You can stay here, nice lift up through your chest, the crown of the head. Maybe adding Gomukhasana arms. Reach your arms out to the sides, inhale, and then exhale. Sweep your left arm underneath your right. You can cross them once or twice, bringing the palms of both hands together. Keep drawing the elbows in and down and lifting up from your chest. So lifting up through that triangle between your arms. Feel that stretch on the outside of your shoulders. Three more breaths. And then exhale, release, sweep your arms out to the sides, inhale, exhale, other side. Right arm underneath your left, cross them once or twice. Keep drawing the elbows in and down, lifting up from that triangle between your arms. Three more breaths. And then gently release, coming forward onto your palms. You can point your toes. You can shake out your feet, tap your feet, releasing any tension. And back to the center. Let's stretch them out the other way. You can sit back towards your heels. You can stay right here, or you can bring your palms back behind you, maybe leaning back, maybe lift your knees off the floor, stretching out the front of your feet, your toes. Three more breaths. And then exhale, coming forward and down. Again, you can tap your feet, shake out any tensions. And then spread your fingers wide. Tuck all 10 toes under. Sit back towards your heels. Press your hips up and back into Ardha Makkasana, downward facing dog. Few breaths, you can paddle through your feet, stretching out the back of your legs. Again, you can add any movements here that feel nice. You can shake your head, yes and no. You can shift your hips from side to side. You can come up all the way onto the toes and then press your heels down. And then bend your knees, take small steps up to the front. Feet hip distance apart. Rest your belly on your thighs. You can hold on to opposite elbows. You can interlace your fingers at the base of your skull. You can gently rock from side to side. Letting your head hang heavy. So really focusing on the length at the back of your neck and your spine here. So bending your knees any amount. And release your hands, keep your knees bent. Slowly, vertebra by vertebra, rising up to standing. Head comes up last. Let's do a few shoulder rolls from here. With your inhale, bring your shoulders all the way up towards your ears. Exhale, squeeze them back and down your spine. Inhale, bring them forward and up towards your ears. And exhale, squeeze them back and down your spine. A few more times at your own pace with your own breath. And then gliding your shoulders back and down your spine. Keep lifting up through your chest, through the crown of the head. Let's do a few neck stretches from here. With your exhale, drop your right ear down towards your right shoulder. You can stay right here, or maybe place your palm to the outside of your head, just adding a little bit more weight, reaching down through your left fingertips. And you can close your eyes, bringing your awareness to that right side of your neck, feeling the stretch all the way down your ear, through your neck, right up into the fingertips. Softly release your hand, bring your head back up to the center, lift up through the chest, the crown of the head in here. Exhale, drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. You can stay here, or maybe place your palm to the outside of your head, reaching down through your fingertips. You can close your eyes, bring your awareness to that right side of your neck, feeling the stretch all the way down into the fingertips. Gently release your hand. Bring your head back up to the center. Exhale, drop your chin down towards the chest. Feel that stretch at the back of your neck. Let's do a few half circles from here, bringing your chin up towards your right shoulder as far as you can go with your inhale. Exhale, bring it forward and down. Inhale up towards your left shoulder as high as you can go, as far as you can go. And then exhale, forward and down. Inhale up towards your right shoulder. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale up towards your left shoulder. And a few more times, you can move as slow as you like, making that half circle as wide as you can. You can pause anywhere that feels nice, or you can make full circles with your head going all the way around. And then bring your chin back towards your chest and gently come all the way back up to center. Step your feet together. Draw the navel in, lift the chest, lift the crown of the head. With your inhale, reach your arms high, look up to your hands. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, come up halfway. You can come onto your fingertips or palms on your shins. Reach forward and lengthen. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, bending at the elbows. Draw your shoulder blades back and down, opening up through your chest. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, bring your palms to the sides of your feet. Step back into plank. Bring shoulders on top of the wrists. Draw the navel in. So again, making sure you're not collapsing into your lower spine, but really drawing the navel in, pushing your hips up, palms press away, fingers are widespread. Reach forward through the crown of the head and back through your heels. Few more breaths here. And then roll forward on your toes, lower down, point the toes, draw the elbows in and down. With your inhale, rise up into cobra, lift up and forward through the chest. Exhale, lower down. Again, with your inhale, rising up. Exhale, lower down. Again, rise up with your inhale, but this time lift your palms off the floor. Keep drawing the elbows in and down. Keep pressing down through your feet. Bring your palms down, press a little higher. Inhale. And exhale, lower down. Tap the toes under, navel draws in. Press up into plank and all the way back into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Pressing your hips up and back, draw the heels down. Feet are hip distance apart, parallel to each other. Heels disappear behind your toes, fingers are widespread. Roll the shoulders out and away from your ears. Navel draws in towards the spine. You can take your gaze up towards the navel, between your thighs or between your feet on the floor. Let's stay here for 3 sounding breaths. 1. 2. 3. Bend your knees, look up to the front. Step or hop between your hands. You can take as many steps as you need to. Feet together, lift the head, lengthen. Exhale, falling forward. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, sweeping them down. Again, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lift the head, lengthen. Exhale, palms to the floor. Step back into plank, shoulders on top of the wrists. Lower all the way or halfway. Chaturanga hold, elbows draw in. With your inhale, rise up into Cobra or Upward Dog. Forward Dog, knees and hips off the floor. Exhale over the toes into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. 3 sounding breaths. 1, 2, 3, bend your knees, look up to the front, step or hop between your hands, lift the head, lengthen, exhale, folding forward. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, sweeping them down. Again, breath to movement. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lift the head, lengthen. Exhale, palms to the floor, step or jump back. With your inhale, rise up into Cobra or Upward Dog. Exhale into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. 3 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Bend your knees, look up, step or hop. Lift the head, lengthen. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, sweeping them down. And one more time. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lift the head, lengthen. Exhale, palms to the floor, step or jump back. With your inhale, rise up into Cobra or Upward Dog. Exhale into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. 1, 2, 3. Lift your right leg up. Bend your knee, turn it up towards the ceiling. Opening up through your hips, so stacking your right hip on top of your left. But try to keep your shoulders square, palms press away. And then straighten your legs, square your hips. Exhale, come forward, knee to your chest. Holding here, doming your upper back, navel draws in, look past your hands. Sweep the leg up and back in here. Exhale, come forward and hold. One more time, sweep it up and back in here. And then exhale, step your foot between your hands. Bring that left knee down, right knee's on top of the ankle, crescent moon, sweep your arms up. Palms open or touching, look up to your hands. Sink your hips forward and down, reach up through your fingertips. Exhale, tuck your left elbow to the outside of your thigh. Draw your thumbs towards the sternum. And you can stay right here, or option, tuck your shoulder to the outside of your thigh. Bring that left palm down to the floor or towards the floor. Reach your right arm up. Bring your palms back into Namaskar in here. And exhale, come back to the center. Half split. Straighten that right leg as much as you can by drawing your right hip back and down. Keep the spine nice and long. Keep reaching forward through the chest. And then bend your knee. Let's come to standing split. Tuck the toes under, press up with your left leg, and then lift that left leg up as high as you can. You can stay right here, or you can add an extra challenge from here. Maybe bring one palm onto your ankle, maybe bring the other palm onto your ankle, so balancing on your right foot. And then bring both palms back down. Step that left foot back. Come back into plank, shoulders on top of the wrists. Lower all the way or halfway hold. With your inhale, rise up into Cobra or Upward Dog. Exhale into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Other side, lift your left leg up. Bend your knee, turn it up towards the ceiling. Stack your left hip on top of your right. Keep your hips square, palms press away. Straighten your legs, square the hips. Exhale, come forward, knee to your chest, dome your upper back, navel draws in, look past your hands. Sweep the leg up and back in here. Exhale, come forward and hold. One more time. Sweep it up and back in here. And then exhale, step your foot between your hands. Right knee comes down, crescent moon. Reach your arms up. Sink your hips forward and down. Look up to your hands. Exhale, tuck your elbow to the outside of your thigh. Draw your thumbs towards the sternum. You can stay here or tuck the shoulder to the outside of your thigh. Right palm towards the floor, left arm up. Inhale, bring your palms back into Namaskar. And exhale, back to the center, half split. Straighten that left leg as much as you can by drawing your left hip back and down. Keep the spine long. Keep reaching forward to the chest. Big stretch at the back of your leg. And then bend your knee into standing split. Press up with your right leg. Sweep that right leg up as high as you can. You can stay here or challenge your balance. Maybe bring one palm onto your ankle, maybe the other hand. And then bring both palms back down. Step that right foot back. Come back into plank. Lower all the way or halfway hold. With your inhale, rise up into Cobra or Upward Dog. Exhale into Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 breaths here. 1, 2, 3. Lift your right leg up in here. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Low lunge into crescent lunge. Pressing up, bring your shoulders on top of your hips. Reach up through your fingertips, palms open or touching. Keep that nice steady foundation with your legs, spiraling your thighs in towards each other as you reach up through the fingertips. And then bending at the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades, open up through your chest. Back into crescent lunge in here. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Turn that left foot out, sink into your front leg. Right knee is on top of the ankle, pointing forward. Keep drawing that knee out towards the pinky toe side of your foot. Sink the tailbone down, navel draws in, look over your right hand, soften the shoulders away from your ears. Into 5-pointed star pose. Turn the toes out to the side, reach your arms high, take a deep breath in. Exhale, prayer squat, bend your knees, sink your hips. Keep drawing your knees out, tailbone sinks down. And then with your inhale, lift your right heel off the floor. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift your left heel off the floor. Exhale, lower it down. Lift both heels up. 5 breaths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, lower them down. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, forward fold. Turn the toes forward. Bring your palms down. Lift the head, lengthen. Inhale. Exhale, the crown of the head reaches down. Walk the palms back. Lift your head, walk the palms back to the front, side lunge to the front of your mat. Turn the toes out to the side, shift your hips over, come onto your heel of that left foot, stay here. Maybe palms into Namaskar. Bring your palms back down, other side. Turn the toes out to the sides of that left foot. Shift your hips over. Come onto your heels. Stay here. Maybe palms into Namaskar. Bring the palms back down. Turn your feet to the front of your mat. Back into low lunge. Let's come into side plank. Sweep that right foot on top of your left. Or you can step it in front for balancing. Lift that right arm up. Keep lifting up from your core, pressing your hips high. And then inhale, dip your hips down towards the floor. Exhale, press them back up. Inhale, dip them towards the floor. Exhale, pressing up. Inhale towards the floor. Exhale, pressing up. Stay here, maybe lift your right leg up. Bring it back down, come back into plank, shoulders on top of the wrist, lower all the way or halfway hold with your inhale, rise up into Cobra or Upward Dog. Exhale into Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 breaths here. 1, 2, 3, other side, lift your left leg up in here. Exhale, step your foot between your hands, low lunge into crescent lunge, pressing up. Shoulders on top of the hips, reach up to your fingertips. Spiral your thighs in towards each other. And then exhale, cactus your arms, bending at the elbows, opening up through your chest. Back into crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Right foot turns out, sink into your front leg, look over your left hand. Navel draws in, sink the tailbone down. Into 5-pointed star pose. Turn the toes out to the sides, reach your arms high, inhale. Exhale, prayer squat, bend your knees, sink your hips. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, prayer squat. Inhale, lift your right heel off the floor. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift your left heel up. Exhale, lower it down. Lift both heels up. Inhale. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, lower them down. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, forward fold. Turn the toes forward. Bring the palms down and walk them back. Crown of the head reaches down. Lift your head, walk the palms back to the front. Side lunge to the front of your mat. Turn the toes out, shift your hips over. Palms on the floor or into Namaskar. Back to the center, inhale, exhale, over to the other side. Bring the palms down, turn your feet to the front of your mat. Side plank on the other side. You can stag your feet on top of each other or bring that left foot in front for balancing. Lift your left arm up and then dip your hips towards the floor. Inhale, exhale, pressing up. Inhale towards the floor, exhale, pressing up. One more time, inhale. Exhale, stay here or lift that left leg up. And then bring it back down, come back into plank. Lower all the way or halfway hold. With your inhale, rise up into Cobra or Upward Dog. Exhale into Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 breaths here. 1, 2, 3, lift your right leg up, inhale. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Low lunge into crescent lunge, pressing up to standing. Let's come to a twist. Sweep that right arm back, left arm to the front. Keep your shoulders on top of your hips. Keep reaching back through your fingertips. Into Virabhadrasana 2. Spiral that left arm down, right arm up and over. Turn your left foot out, bend that right knee. Reverse your warrior, left palm on your side, right arm up and over. Feel that stretch on your right side. Let's come into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon balancing pose. Come all the way back up to center. And then bring your palm to the outside of your foot. Lift that left leg and left arm up. So again, stacking that left hip on top of your right. Opening up through your chest as you reach up through your fingertips. Keep reaching back through your heel. And find your steady point of focus with your eyes, your drishti in front of you on the floor or in front of you. Just finding that steady point of focus, finding your breath. And then exhale, come back to the center. Square your hips, keep reaching back through your heel. Let's come to revolved Ardha Chandrasana. Keep that left palm or fingertips on the floor, lift your right arm up. Come back to the center, into standing stop. Keep your gaze on your point of focus as you lift that left leg up, lifting up from your chest. Lift your arms. And then wrap your hands around your knee. You can stay here. Option, 2 fingers around the big toe. Straighten that left leg as much as you can, reaching your right arm out to the side for balancing. Exhale, swing that knee or leg out to the side. Slowly bring it back to the center. Hug your knee up towards the chest. Last challenge, dancer's pose. Reach for your foot or ankle, lift that right arm up. You can stay right here, keep reaching up through your fingertips, or maybe press that foot back behind you, tilting forward. Slowly come back up to center in here. And exhale, Samasthiti. If you rest here, soften your breath, your legs, soften the body. And then with your inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, falling forward. Inhale, lift the head, lengthen. Exhale, palms to the floor, step or jump back. With your inhale, rise up into Cobra or Upward Dog. Exhale into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Other side, lift your left leg up, inhale. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Low lunge into crescent lunge, pressing up. Coming to a twist, sweep your left arm back, right arm to the front, shoulders on top of the hips. Reach back through your fingertips. Into Virabhadrasana 2, spiral that left arm down, right arm up and over. Turn your right foot out, bend your knee. Reverse your warrior, right palm on your side, left arm up and over. Feel that stretch on your left side. Into Ardha Chandrasana, come all the way up. And then bring your fingertips or palm to the outside of your foot. Lift your arm, lift your leg. Keep reaching back through your heel, strong leg. Reach up through your fingertips, opening up through the chest. Find you a steady point of focus with your eyes. Find your breath. Exhale, come back to the center. Square your hips, but keep reaching back through your heel. Revolved Ardha Chandrasana. Bring that right palm on the floor. Lift your left arm up. Exhale, come back to the center. Standing stuff. Slowly bending that right knee in. Keep your gaze on your point of focus as you press up to standing. Lift your arms, lift your leg. And then wrapping your hands around your knee, you can stay here or take 2 fingers around the big toe. You can reach that left arm out to the side for balancing. Exhale, swing your leg or knee out to the side. Inhale slowly back to the center. Hug your knee up towards the chest. Last challenge, dancer pose. Get hold of your foot or ankle. Lift up with that left hand. You can stay here. Maybe press that foot back behind you, tilting forward. Slowly come back to the center in here. And exhale, Samasthiti. A few soft breaths here. And then with your inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lift the head, lengthen. Exhale, palms to the floor, step or jump back. With your inhale, rise up into Cobra or Upward Dog. Exhale into Ardha Mukha. Stepping or hopping through to sitting, bend your knees, look up, come to sit on your mat. Lift your arms, lift your legs. You can get hold of your toes, so 2 fingers around the big toes. Keep lifting up from your lower spine and you can stay right here holding your balance. Maybe straighten your legs any amount, but keep lifting up from your lower spine. Maybe take your legs out wide to the sides. Lift up from your lower spine, from your chest. Bring them back together into Navasana. Release your hands, lift your arms and legs. Hold here. Soften the shoulders away from your ears. And then rocking back on your spine. Inhale, exhale, forward and up. Inhale, back. Exhale into Navasana. Lift your arms and legs. Again, rocking back in here. Exhale, forward and up. Inhale, back. One more time into Navasana. Vinyasa, rocking back in here. Exhale, step or hop to Chaturanga. With your inhale, rise up into Cobra or Upward Dog. Exhale into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. From here, come forward and down onto your knees. Take your feet out wide to the sides and sitting back in between your feet. Hero pose with this pose last week. So as you know, you can always use props here. You can use a cushion or you can use some books if you need more height, if your buttocks doesn't quite reach the floor. Just sinking it down onto your props or onto the floor. You can stay right here, feeling that stretch on the top of your thighs, your ankles, your feet. If you want to come deeper into the pose, you can take your palms back behind you, gently arching back. Maybe come all the way onto your forearms, maybe all the way down onto the floor. Keep reaching your knees forward and down. Keep drawing your lower, folding your lower ribs in so you're not overarching your lower spine. A few more deep breaths here. Three more breaths. And then tuck the chin to the chest, come back onto your forearms, back onto your palms, all the way back up. Coming forward, come to sit on your mat, straighten your legs. Heron pose, bending that right knee. Bring your right foot to the outside of your hip. Bend your left knee and you can reach for the outside of your leg or your foot. You can stay right here, keeping that knee bent. Keep lifting up from your lower spine. Maybe straighten your leg any amount. Adding a twist. Bring your right palm to the outside of your foot. Reach your left arm back. Look back over your left hand. Keep lifting up from your lower spine. Come back to the center, to Navasana. Lift your arms and legs. And then cross your legs, left leg in front of your right. You can stay here. If you want to come forward, you can walk your palms forward. Inhale, lift your head. Exhale, walk the palms back. Other side. Bend your left knee. Bring your foot to the outside of your hip. Lift your right leg. You can keep your knee bent. Lifting up from your lower spine. Adding a twist. Bring your palm to the outside of your foot. Reach your right arm back. Look back over your right hand. Keep lifting up from your lower spine. Back to the center, Navasana. Lift your arms and legs. And then cross your legs the other way, right leg to the front. You can stay here or walk your palms forward. Inhale, lift your head. Exhale, walk the palms back. Straighten both legs, Paschimottanasana, forward fold. You can always bend your knees. Keep your legs active, drawing the toes back towards your knees. Keep the spine nice and long. You can reach for your legs or your feet, maybe 2 fingers around the big toes. With every inhale, reach forward and lengthen through your spine. Exhale, come deeper into the stretch.
Inhale, let the head lengthen. Exhale, sitting back.
Slowly, vertebra by vertebra, lower down onto your mat. Hug the knees to the chest, rocking from side to side.
And then step your feet hip distance apart, knees pointing up, head and neck are straight. Press your feet down, lift your hips, roll up onto your shoulders. You can stay here, maybe interlace your fingers, wriggle the shoulder blades towards each other. Keep reaching forward through your knees as you press your hips high. And exhale, lower back down. You can repeat this asana one more time, or if you feel like it, you can come to the full back bend. Bring your palms to the sides of the ears, fingers pointing down, elbows up. Lift your hips, lift up onto the crown of the head, and then pressing up. Tuck the chin to the chest, lower back down. Hug the knees to the chest, rocking from side to side. And a few breaths, bring your forehead up towards your knees, rounding the spine, draw everything in. And exhale, lower your head down, release your hands, step your feet down, straighten your legs, and reach your arms up and over. Reach into toes and fingertips, lengthening through the whole body. And exhale, sweep the arms down, Shavasana, resting pose. Take your legs out to the sides, feet loosely falling out to the side. Palms to the sides of the body, palms facing up. Spine, neck, and head on a straight line. Making any adjustment to become comfortable, letting go of all the tensions in the body. Take a long, deep breath in, deep, deep down into the belly. And exhale out through your mouth, letting go of all the tension. Again, take a deep breath in, deep down into the belly. And exhale, letting go. Soften your feet, the ankles. Soften your calves, your knees. Soften your thighs. Relax the buttocks down onto the floor. Soften the spine, the lower, mid, and upper spine. Soften the abdominal area, the chest, the shoulder blades onto the floor. Breathing down your arms. Soften the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, and the hands. Soften the neck, throat. Soften the breast, back of the head, crown of the head. Soften the face.
the forehead, the space between the eyebrows, the eyes, the nose, soften the cheeks and the jaw. The whole body from the crown of their head to the toes, the front and the back, the right side, the left side, the whole body together, soft and relaxed. The courage to step out onto your mat is the courage to step into your life. Each step you take is a testimony to your effort to change yourself and to change the world around you. You realize that from the beginning of the beginning, you have been complete and whole as you are. And this supreme truth is the most difficult for us to swallow. There's nothing to be attained. You can rest in this beautiful resting pose as long as you like. Or if you like, you can slowly start to bring movements to the body, wriggling toes and fingers, rolling your arms and legs in and out. And rolling onto one side of the body, you can rest there for a few more breaths. And when you're ready, you can come up to sitting. You can rest your palms on your knees, or you can bring them into Namaskar, soaking up and enjoy the energy of your practice today. Namaste. Thank you very much.